this case, I'd say the beer is very similar to what we were producing, only better. And the reason it's better is because the shelf life is that much more, has been extended. And that's really one of the things you're looking for. But as I mentioned, we distribute as far north as Maine, as far south as South Carolina. Our beer has to be as good in the farther reaches as it is right in our home state. Since the beer now has a longer shelf life, we would have the opportunity to expand our geographical region for distribution. That isn't currently in our plan, but it's just nice to know that you have a security of having a product that will last longer out in the market.
I would say that we are definitely making more consistent beer batch for batch, as opposed to a manual brew house. We're able to leave a sparge cycle and basically walk away from the system and to set up a fermenter, to pitch yeasts, etc. So our consistency is greatly improved.
We do make a number of different products here, and we do add products from time to time. It has been very easy to add a different style of beer with the program that we have. I can go in and copy most of what already exists from one of the brews and then simply change the parameters that need to be altered for each brew, whether it's a hop addition, whether it's a mash temperature, a sparge temperature, times, mash loads in the mash mixer. It's a very easy system to manipulate to make changes whenever you want to add a new recipe.
Well, the two things that the purchase, besides quality improvements, on the efficiency side, raw material use and labor use, those are the labor productivity. Those are the two things that we are looking at improving, and we have.
We have been able to improve some of the efficiencies time-wise because of the automation. We've also gained a lot because of the size of the equipment. We used to run, for instance, 3 shifts almost 6 days a week. Now I'm able to run 2 shifts 4 days a week to produce the same amount of product. And that product, as we said, is more consistent and of a higher quality.
I think the work environment is greatly improved here. We have no more overnight shifts, which is great. It's good for everybody involved, and we're able to eke out a little bit more beer into our cellars. Right now, we would have to add fermentation tanks to add a shift, and that's someday in the future. But we're pretty happy with the new schedule, definitely.
But what does the transition to digital automation do to the handcrafted quality the brewer stakes its reputation on?
An initial response from some of the craft brewers or some of the home brewers was, oh wow, you're going to become this sort of gigantic brewery Death Star and you're going to lose your handcrafted appeal. And the interesting part is it couldn't be farther from the truth. In fact, the opposite has happened. We have better control in the ability to handcraft the beers now more so than we did in the past. Because, as I had mentioned earlier, our level of control is that much higher. So instead of just adding ingredients willy-nilly and hoping that the temperature comes out right, the brewers can sit at the program and say, I want to raise this 1 degree. I want to raise it 1.5 degrees. I want to change that hop addition by 5 minutes and know that I'm going to be able to repeat that each time. It actually makes handcrafting and sculpting of the brews easier because your level of control is so much higher.
And the return on Harpoon's automation investment?
This is the first year of this expansion, so we've enjoyed how it's worked, and we think it has been a good investment. We think it's been a good investment, and we think it's going to be even a better investment. I guess our two goals are to be the most respected brewery in New England, and also to be a place where everybody believes it's a great place to work. And I think what we've done here with the investment we've made in the expansion and automating our brew house works towards both of those goals.